Hi, I'm Marcus Michles, and welcome to this month's edition of our Client of the Month profile. With me today is our Client of the Month, Heidi. It just doesn't get any better than this, does it?
It really doesn't.
Client of the Month. Where are you going to go from here?
I don't know.
Your life's expectations and goals, clearly you've set them at a high standard already. But no, just all joking aside. You're here because you were a client, got hurt in an accident, wasn't your fault, had a claim got resolved, and you were very satisfied. Is that right?
It is.
I know that because you wrote up your report, and I read it. So tell people that might be watching this, what your experience was like. Because a lot of people, they hear rumors. We get a lot of strange expectations around here. It's nice sometimes when we hear right from the client's mouth what their experience was here at Michles & Booth.
Well, I honestly didn't know what to expect because I've never hired a personal injury lawyer before. I've been in car accidents before and not actually been the one at fault or even really remotely injured, so there was no real need. But when I started having really bad back pain after this most recent accident, I knew it was going to affect my job and my day-to-day life. So I decided to go to a chiropractor because I don't like actual doctors and I don't like dealing with just somebody who doesn't specialize in the one thing. I just need them to seem like I have back pain. It's dealing with my musculature. I guess I'll go talk to a chiropractor and see
Well,
what's
and let's throw a little bone to the chiropractor and let's tell everybody who it was.
M&M Chiropractic in Fort Walton Beach, Dr. Amanda Hill. She saved my back.
They're
quite
fantastic,
literally.
Aren't they?
They are.
Right across the street from us.
Yes, right across the street from the Fort Walton Beach office. It happened to be the closest chiropractor to where I was residing at the time. So that was kind of what made up my mind for me. But just ended up really clicking with Dr. Hill very well, and she was the one who encouraged me to get a personal injury lawyer on the case.
Yeah.
Since I had gotten my initial exam in for the accident, she highly recommended going to see a personal injury lawyer, and she said, and I would personally highly recommend the people right across the street, go talk to them. And that's when I was like, whoa, I have a really kind of already an in to go pick somebody's brain and ask how the whole process works. So I actually talked to your wife about
and there it is.
How
There's
it
the
works.
You actually work with my wife. My wife does volunteer work at the children's course, and you work down there, so you had an in already.
Just to find out how it all works, because I was like, I don't have the money for an attorney. Like, I don't. I just really wanted to make sure that I could get my medical expenses covered.
Sure.
At that point. And the car insurance was helping take care of some of the personal injury stuff, but there were going to be exponentially more doctor's bills according to the plan that Dr. Hill was going to be putting me on.
So you got in touch ultimately with Chris James, my partner, runs our Fort Walton Beach office. And how did that go? How did you click with Chris?
I clicked really well with Chris because he also remembered me from the children's chorus.
He's now on the board of directors at the children's chorus.
Yes.
It's kind of an insidious little group that we have.
Yeah. No, it's been really great though because I felt comfortable talking to them because I already knew who they were, just to kind of figure out and feel out how the entire process worked. And it was actually both Cindy and Chris who reassured me, like, you don't have to put up any money up front. Like, that's not how this works. I had no idea how to expect to pay for it in any way, shape, or form.
So having been through the process, are you sorry about all those lawyer jokes you've told over the years?
No, absolutely not.
Still justified. But tell everybody out there that might be thinking, is it a good idea? Is it a pain in the neck? Is it scary? Is it difficult? Overall, how is the process, the legal side of the process from your perspective?
I didn't have to do anything. I just had to tell them what was wrong with me, what I would like to have taken care of, which was my medical bills. And I got updates frequently from the people working on my case. I got calls from the legal assistant, from my...
And let's throw her a bone.
Michelle is a
yeah.
fantastic legal assistant. She and Mr. James were in contact with me probably at least every other week just to see how I was doing, give me an update, let me know what they were working on their end and what I should expect to happen next. And the open communication was just great. Like, I cannot express more how much I appreciate just being given just a little bit of information, like, this is what's going on right now, it's not much. We're making headway on this, but just wanted to keep you in the loop. Like,
Good.
that was really, really important to just kind of feel like, oh, they haven't forgotten about me. So
Well, great.
it was a very, very positive experience with all of the staff
Good.
involved.
And so, all in all, the process got you some reimbursement for medical bills, got you some money. A little
Completely unexpected, too. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was what happened either. It was a very unexpected blessing to have that come back. I really just wanted the medical bills covered, and then all of a sudden, oh, you're going to get a little bit extra out of this for...
It's not going to change your life.
No, but...
You can't move to the islands and
No,
retire.
no.
But a little something for the trouble and
Yeah.
the problems that were caused for you.
It was an absolute blessing just to have that little amount come back to us.
And how long did it take from the beginning of the process to the resolution in your case?
8 or 9 months total from the time of the accident, I think,
Yeah.
for it to be completely resolved.
And a lot of that was you were in treatment.
Yes.
At least about 6 months of that you were in your
Yes.
treatment protocol. And so then as soon as the treatment was over, Chris was able to negotiate a resolution.
Yes.
Didn't have to file a lawsuit. There
Nope.
was no trial, no bitterness, no angst.
No, nothing.
No, just a pretty easy process,
Yeah,
right?
it was very, very easy.
Good. Would you recommend us in the future?
Absolutely. I would recommend anybody go to Michles and Booth. It's just, there was no thought in having to worry about whether or not you guys were doing what was best for me, because I was getting the updates all the time. Like, this is what's going on, keeping you in the loop, and I knew you had my best interests at heart, and it was like being treated like family. It really was. And I know I mean, for me personally, because of how I had a little bit more of an in with some of the people involved, it felt more like family to me. But I know I'm not the only person that you guys treat like that, because I've spoken to other people who've also used the firm. So
Well, good. That's very, very, it makes me feel really good. Thanks for coming down and doing this.
absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Hopefully you won't need us in the future, because that means somebody ran their car into you.
Again, yes.
So let's hope that doesn't happen. But thanks so much for coming down.
Absolutely.
Everybody, if you've got questions about how it works, give us a call. Congratulate Heidi when you see her on her street in her big time award. We won't tell you the prize money that she gets from this, but she's going to be moving to the island soon and retiring. But as our client of the month, thanks to Heidi, and tune in next month.